Romeo Amane has played 52 times for Rapid Vienna, scored once, and contributed 3 assists. Those numbers alone do not make a compelling case for a championship move. But the story here is about profile rather than output, and the profile is specific enough to warrant a closer look given what Birmingham are currently missing in central midfield. Mark Leonard is out until at least the end of 2026. Taylor Gardner-Hickman's future remains unresolved. The club sent both away on loan last season, rather than integrating them, which is itself a statement about how Chris Davies views the midfield options available to him. Amane operates primarily as a defensive midfielder, ball recovery, positional discipline, possession-based football in a system that uses him to protect and connect. That is a functional description of exactly the kind of player who went missing for Birmingham across large stretches of last season, when the midfield lacked the structural backbone to make the team difficult to play through. The Austrian Bundesliga is not the championship, personnel, and the transition from Central European football to the physicality and tempo of the second tier is one that catches plenty of players out. Amane is 23, has 2 years of consistent top-flight Austrian football behind him, and came through his formative years at BK Häcken in Sweden, a club with a genuine track record of producing technically disciplined midfielders. His Ivory Coast youth international background suggests a level of recognition that goes beyond domestic Swedish football. None of that confirms he is ready for the championship. It does suggest the scouting logic is defensible. The valuation at around €4.8 million is the part that makes this interesting from Birmingham's perspective. They are not being asked to make a speculative punt on an unknown quantity at significant cost. At that price, with the profile he offers, the question becomes whether Amane can bridge the gap between where he has been and what the championship demands, not just physically, but in terms of decision-making speed, defensive positioning under sustained pressure, and the consistency that week-in, week-out championship football requires across a 46-game season. Sheffield United and Wrexham being linked creates competition that could accelerate any timeline. Neither club operates at Birmingham's financial level, which means if the Blues are genuinely interested and move decisively, they should be in a position to lead the conversation. The risk of being outmaneuvered here is low. The more relevant risk is paying championship wages for a midfielder who takes 6 months to find his feet in a division that rarely allows that kind of adjustment period without consequences in the table. Whether Amane is the right answer to Birmingham's midfield problem is genuinely uncertain. That a defensive midfielder of his profile is being considered, though, suggests someone inside the club has correctly identified where the team fell short last season.